Hi, this is Learning with Love. This is my sister, and I'm Katherine, and today we're going to be playing with unicorns with you. Woo!
Hi, this is Learning with Love, and today I'm going to talk about imaginary play. Why is it so important? I think we intuitively know that, and I think we intuitively understand that kids really need this unstructured time to imagine and pretend and fantasize. But today I'm going to delve a little bit more into why. On Learning with Love, my goal is to provide parenting support and advice that is well researched, real life tested, that is practical, actionable, and mostly that's loving. Please press the subscribe button and hit the notifications bell so that you can see our latest videos as soon as they come out. So today we're talking about imaginary play. Kids do this naturally. You see it all the time. They're always in fantasy land. They're imagining new worlds and new places. And sometimes we as adults need a little help, especially in this day and age, giving a concrete reason as to why that's so important so that we can value this imaginative playtime. I really think that imaginative playtime is probably some of the most important time your children and my children will spend whatsoever when they're growing up. To give you a little bit of context, I come from a highly academic family. My mother was a lawyer, just to give you a sense of my background. So in our family, we really value structured activities. We spend a lot of time in them, and I think that there is definitely a place for academic pursuits. However, I don't think any of that is as important as imaginative playtime. Developmentally, kids need time to have open-ended discovery. This gives them a chance to feel in their own skin what is fun to them, what drives them, what moves them, and what chances and choices can they take in a safe environment where you're imagining things that aren't real. So first of all, what is imaginative playtime? That is unstructured time, which means without any adult direction, where kids get to choose how they play. The focus on imaginative play is all about the realm of the mind. This is where ideas are formed and then played out in an imaginary world that lets kids test ideas and emotions in a safe imaginary realm. Right now in America and in many countries around the world, kids are experiencing more anxiety and depression than ever before. And a lot of researchers believe that this is directly tied to the lack or diminishment of unstructured free time and free play. Imaginative playtime is absolutely part of that. And studies suggest that being able to spend that time without any directed adult activity is one of the most important things for children, and it is very developmentally appropriate for young kids, and it is deeply important to their growth as people. So let's get into exactly why imaginative playtime is so valuable. Sometimes in this day and age, especially if we're high-achieving parents, we want to have a verbalization and a concrete understanding of why things are important, and that helps us to value them more. Imaginative play allows kids to formulate and test ideas. They get to try things out in the imaginary world where things don't have real consequences. They can explore tricky emotions, pain, suffering, and fear. They can explore theory of mind, which means what other people are feeling and thinking and how they might behave in different scenarios. The fundamental thing that's different about imaginative play is something called divergent thinking. That's a fancy name for coming up with a bunch of different scenarios for what might happen next. So, say you have a character. Let's say it's a unicorn. What could the unicorn do next? Could it fly up here? Could it go over there? Could it save a friend? What might it do? Those divergent choices that the child formulates is the practice and basis for creativity and for a lot of creative thought. Researchers have linked divergent thinking in imaginative play to more creative thinking in different pursuits. And when I say creativity, I don't always mean classically in the arts, right? We often think of creativity as being expressed in the visual arts or in the performing arts. But creativity is also, let's say, an important element of engineering. Let's say you have a piece or two different pieces, and you want to hypothesize how many different ways could I use these pieces or use these components or use what I have available to me. That is an example of divergent thinking. And that creativity is something that is absolutely honed and brought out and developed in imaginative play. And for kids, the play is the end in and of itself. So they don't need a motivation to want to do imaginative play. Just because the play is fun is motivation enough. So they're practicing a really important fundamental skill, and they're doing it naturally. For imaginative play, there's nothing parents need to do except for to provide children with the space, the time, the opportunity to engage. It comes very naturally to kids. You might want to stimulate it or give them some examples or start them off someplace, but for the most part, children come to that very naturally. The best kind of toys for imaginary play are open-ended. They have no rules and no structure. These unicorns my girls are playing with are their favorite imaginative play toys right now. I will post a link below if you want to check them out. But any toy can be great for imaginative play. It just needs to be open-ended. I think the toys that are best for imaginative play are the ones that aren't based on fictional characters. The less constraint on the characters, the better children can use their own imaginations to develop and create the personalities and the experiences of these characters. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a like. We're a new channel, so every like is extra important and valuable to us. We really appreciate it. If you have your own questions about imaginative play, or maybe about different kinds of play, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and I'll see if I can address them for you. And in the meantime, all the best, and I hope your children enjoy a wonderful world of fantasy.
Thanks for playing with us.